Imagine a world where pyramids pierce the sky, and the Nile River flows with the milk of the gods. Welcome to ancient Egypt, a civilization so advanced, it still boggles our minds today. Ever wondered what it was like to share the Nile with giant lions, or to see herds of wild aurochs roaming the lands? Join us on a mind-bending journey through time to uncover the hidden secrets of these mighty extinct animals' incredible era. From the towering elephants to the enormous lions, we'll explore the fascinating world of these ancient creatures that the Egyptians witnessed with their eyes. Let's get started. One notable example is the Barbary lion, which is now extinct in the wild. Although you might have heard of this majestic feline, you might not be aware that it was sometimes referred to as the Egyptian lion. Historically, the Barbary lion roamed widely across Egypt, including deserts, mountainous regions, and areas bordering the Nile. These lions were impressive in size, often measuring over 8 feet or 2.4 meters from head to tail. Hunters in the 19th century described them as the largest lions, with wild specimens weighing around 660 pounds, about 15% heavier than modern lions. Despite their formidable presence, Barbary lions were not a distinct species or even a subspecies. They were a specific population of Panthera leo, or the northern lion. The Barbary lion had a complex relationship with ancient Egyptians. Although these lions rarely lived close to human settlements, leading commoners to see them as mystical guardians of the kingdom, encounters did occur. Lions occasionally attacked farmers or livestock, but these events were infrequent and did not pose a major threat to daily life. In contrast, high society had a closer relationship with the Barbary lion, incorporating its image into religion, art, and literature. Royals, in particular, admired these lions and often sought to emulate their strength and majesty in their own reigns over ancient Egypt. During the period when ancient Egyptians coexisted with wildlife, it was not uncommon for pharaohs to keep Barbary lions as pets, or to train them to protect their thrones and chariots. These majestic creatures were sometimes even buried alongside the pharaohs, as exemplified by the discovery of a fully grown male lion in the tomb of Tutankhamun. In another notable instance, 5 lion cubs were mummified as part of a ritual, illustrating the complex relationship between the ancient Egyptians and these powerful animals. However, being revered by the pharaohs did not always guarantee safety. The Barbary lion's fate was precarious, as multiple pharaohs hunted them to demonstrate their bravery. This is best exemplified by Amenhotep III, who reportedly killed 102 lions over a span of 10 years. Despite his prowess in hunting, Amenhotep III participated in battles only once. Another notable extinct species that once roamed these lands was the aurochs, scientifically known as Bos primigenius. These wild ancestors of modern cattle were significantly different from their domesticated descendants. Aurochs were immense creatures, weighing between 3/4 of a ton to over 1.5 tons, and were more comparable in size to bison rather than modern cows. Their physique featured long, slender legs and a robust, muscular torso with horns that were considerably larger and more formidable than those of domestic cattle. Known for their aggressive nature, aurochs were less docile than today's cows and could be quite violent, particularly during mating seasons. Despite their intimidating presence, the ancient Egyptians did not fear aurochs. Instead, they valued them for the meat they provided through hunting, integrating these impressive animals into their society in a way that acknowledged both their power and their practical importance. Hunting aurochs contributed to the economy, with their meat and bones being sold in markets. There is evidence that these large cattle were kept in small groups for resource management. Despite their practical use, aurochs were also symbols of power and prowess in ancient Egypt. However, their fierce temperament and strength did not prevent their extinction. While aurochs disappeared from Egypt, they survived longer in other regions. Roman Egypt has records of their existence, but they eventually went extinct due to habitat loss and hunting. The last aurochs in Poland's Jaktora forest survived until 1627 before becoming extinct. On a different note, the extinct Bennu heron was a remarkable bird, notable for its impressive size. This heron stood about 6.6 feet tall, making it as tall as the late Kobe Bryant. If it were alive today, it would be the tallest flying bird, surpassing the current record holder, the Sarus crane. The Bennu heron also had an impressive wingspan, measuring over 8.9 feet, which is 34% larger than that of an ostrich, the heaviest bird alive today. Paleontologists believe that the Bennu heron inhabited the Nile's wetland areas and had a diverse diet that included fish, turtles, amphibians, small mammals, snakes, and even baby sharks. Its considerable size likely left a significant mark on ancient Egyptian culture. The Bennu heron is thought to have inspired the deity Bennu, symbolizing the sun, creation, and rebirth. This connection suggests that the heron was highly revered, particularly in Heliopolis, the city known for its Bennu cult. Additionally, like many other sacred animals, the Bennu heron was sometimes buried with mummies to protect the deceased. Despite its symbolic importance, little is known about the heron's direct interactions with humans. Overhunting, along with wetland degradation, is believed to have contributed to its extinction, with the last fossil records disappearing around 1800 BC. Another intriguing Egyptian bird, the Maom goose, is known exclusively from ancient art, as no physical remains have been found. This goose, depicted in a 4,600-year-old artwork, shows a distinctive color pattern and is portrayed being trapped and offered to a royal figure. This artwork, dubbed Egypt's Mona Lisa, suggests that the Maom goose was hunted and used in offerings. Some ornithologists propose that it might represent a red-breasted goose, though the artwork's details don't perfectly align with this theory. The Maom goose remains a remarkable example of how art has been used to reveal unknown species. Unlike many other animals admired by ancient Egyptians, the North African elephant was not well regarded. This subspecies of the African bush elephant was smaller than its relatives, more akin in size to Asian elephants. It had notably large ears and a concave back, giving it a distinct appearance. While it inhabited various regions in ancient Egypt, including grasslands, savannas, and deserts, the North African elephant was never very common and had already faced population declines before the ancient Egyptian era. By 2900 BC, it had disappeared from what is now Egypt. The elephant's extinction may have been hastened by human disdain, as these animals were known to damage crops and unintentionally destroy structures and agriculture, leading to widespread conflict with the local population. Ancient Egyptians frequently drove North African elephants from their habitats or killed them for their ivory, which was highly valued for carvings. There is some speculative evidence that they were occasionally kept in training camps, which likely harmed their population. After being driven out of Egypt, elephants continued to face threats in regions like Itria, where they were hunted by pharaohs, with one hunt reportedly killing over 120 elephants. They were also used as pets, in zoos, and even in warfare, particularly by the Ptolemaic dynasty. Despite their diverse uses, their numbers dwindled. By the 4th century AD, Roman imports of elephants for games and circuses further contributed to their extinction. Hippos in ancient Egypt also faced rough treatment, but survived locally, as the subspecies in Egypt is still present in Africa today. Hippos caused significant problems, including damaging crops, attacking boats, mauling people, and killing livestock. Hippos were such a problem in ancient Egypt that even Pharaoh Nur, in his 62nd year of rule, was killed by one. The pharaohs spent vast resources to exterminate hippos due to their destruction of crops, driving them from the marshes. Despite this, hippos survived in Upper Egypt and continued to be hunted until the early 1800s. Ancient Egypt's rich biodiversity included other now extinct animals like giraffes, spotted hyenas, addaxes, and baboons, making it a fascinating place. And that's it. Thanks for joining us on this journey through ancient Egypt. From the majestic Barbary lions and towering aurochs to the colossal Bennu heron and the mysterious Maum goose, we've uncovered the extraordinary wildlife that once roamed this ancient land. Despite their magnificence, many of these species faced extinction due to changing environments and human actions. If you enjoyed exploring these ancient creatures with us, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more fascinating content. Share your thoughts or questions in the comments below. Thank you for watching.